What's going on, everyone? It's Alex Michael Gabriel back at you again with another video, and I got a rant for you today, and it's about the presidential election, because everybody's got so much to say about the candidates in this year's election. Let's see. We got the front runner in the GOP, and that would be Donald Trump, and then you got the front runner in the Democratic Party, and pretty much the only Democrat that's there is Hillary Clinton. And please don't get me started on Hillary Clinton, because that is not what this video is about, because I don't think we need any more Democrats in office anymore. And I'm not saying there's too much of a difference between Democrats and Republicans, but guess what? I always kind of take it as a Democrat's for democracy and a Republican is for the republic. Well, this country, believe it or not, is founded upon a republic. So being a republic means that I have unalienable liberties and rights granted to me by the Constitution of the United States, which means you cannot, no matter how bad you want to, even if your vote was 2/3 of the vote and mine was only the 1/3, and you tried to take my liberties away from me and you tried to take my constitutional rights, you can't do it. Why? Because that is why this country is a republic. Because the Constitution protects me and protects my interests. Now, a democracy protects the interests of the majority. Doesn't really matter what the interest is, if it's about taking your guns away or not. The gun law, your Second Amendment, is to have a gun to protect yourself from a tyrannical government becoming too powerful. Not because home defense or anything like that. Yes, that is why it's there as well too. And we should all be, have the right to actually have a gun to protect ourselves and our family from intruders or other criminals. But we have that gun law because back in the 1700s, they knew that governments got out of control. And when governments got out of control, you needed to overpower the government. And what you had to have to overpower the government was weapons. And so that's kind of why we need to stick with that. And I'm kind of going off on a little bit of a tangent here, but I think Donald Trump is almost the definition of a Republican or a republic or a president, because he's looking out for the best interests of our nation. He's not worried about internationally. He's not worried about Mexico. He's not worried about China or Japan or Europe. He's worried about us and making this country a stronger nation. Now, if you don't like Donald Trump, that's fine. You have your own opinion. That's why we do live in America, because we are entitled to our own opinions and our own beliefs. Just as religion, just as race, just as your sexuality that you choose to partake in, that is our right to do almost whatever we want and believe whatever we want. Not saying that you could go out and you could kill somebody, but what we're saying is that within reason, if you're not harming, if you're not stealing, you're not lying to people, you can do what you want to do. And those are kind of the three foundations that I grew up with as a person, is that you should never lie, cheat, or steal. Those are three basic things that we should all stick to. And I'm pretty sure that the government lately has been lying to us. They've definitely been cheating us out of money. And they've definitely been stealing from us. What's that all about? I don't know. But what time has shown that the presidents that we've had lately have not upheld the Constitution of the United States. They have not upheld the republic that we were granted from the Constitution, that our founding fathers wrote out. Okay? Nothing in the Constitution says that we should have a democracy. It only says that we are entitled to a republic. So please, Google search the difference between a republic and a democracy. And actually, if you want to know a fun fact here really quick, Karl Marx said, and you could find this somewhere on the internet, is that a democracy is the first stages of socialism or communism. Because the majority will always vote themselves everything, and when the majority is poor people looking for handouts for the government, they're going to keep on voting themselves all the benefits, and they're going to make the government bigger and bigger and bigger. And sooner or later, your rights of all you law-abiding citizens out there are gone. Why? Because we took handouts and payment options from the government in replace of freedoms and liberties. So just gather that information for a quick second. We're asking for more handouts. We're asking for more health care. We're asking for more unemployment. We're asking for, better, I don't even know off the top of my head right now. I'm just ranting. But this is something that's been driving me nuts. And also what's driving me nuts is the people out there who are sitting on unemployment who aren't doing a goddamn thing to find a job. I get that this country is losing jobs, but also this country is getting lazier. Why is it my responsibility as a law-abiding citizen that's working a full-time job to pay for your lazy ass because you're not, adequate enough to go find a job? Not even adequate. You are adequate enough. You're just too lazy. You're a bum. You're out there and you're looking for jobs. My ass. I have friends that are sitting on unemployment and I give them the same damn speech. Why? Because they should be out there finding a job. Any job. Stop taking money from our state. Stop taking money from our government because you're the reason this country is falling as fast as it is. Not to mention Obamacare. Oh, health care for everybody. Why am I paying for other people's health care? Why are my rates going up? Why are my deductibles going up? Why do I need to, sit here and pay for you? You should be getting out there. The strongest survive. Shouldn't we live by that a little bit? And I'm not saying that we can't help people out. I'm not saying that we can't help some people in struggling times. We can't help them out. That's just the good nature of human beings that we will do no matter what. But the fact of the matter is that this country is becoming so ass backwards on how it does things. First and foremost, politically correctness. Everything's got to be politically correct these days. Why does it have to be politically correct? I don't know. But it gets so tied up with how we have to say things or we have to speak to a certain person. Like the whole racism thing right now. Get over it. Honestly. We wouldn't be racist. There would be no racism if we just stopped talking about it. If the media stopped putting headlines out about black man kills white man kills black man. Who gives a shit? Honestly. Stop. Man kills man. It's just wrong. Men should never kill other men. That's what we should be focusing on. Not the difference between race. And also, stop killing cops. I don't like cops that much either because sometimes they abuse their power. But there are good cops out there as well. But the fact of the matter is that they're out there to do a job, to keep us safe. And sometimes, I don't know. The militarization of the police is a little bit weird in my mind. And I find it a little bit odd that we're just amping up the police forces and we're kind of going after them for that. But maybe we wouldn't have to if there weren't so many dumbasses out there killing everybody and making these whole race wars that are going on. Not to mention religion. Come on, we live in America. You're allowed to believe whatever you want to believe. It's your opinion. It's your belief. It's your freedom to choose what your moral code is. If you want to be a criminal, then you're going to get locked up like a criminal. If you want to be a right-winger, then you could be a right-winger. You could be a left-winger. It doesn't matter what your opinion is, okay? Or I should say it does matter what your opinion is. But it doesn't matter at the same time because everyone's entitled to their own. We all have the right to agree to disagree. But we do need to agree on a certain fundamental principles that this nation is founded upon, and it is the Constitution, and it is the Republic that we are entitled to as a law-abiding citizen of the United States. And not to mention, I know this is a big one for everyone, but immigration. All the illegal aliens coming here. And Donald Trump lately coming out with saying, even if they have a kid here, and I think they call it like a baby anchor or something like that, having a kid here entitles that kid to a citizenship? No! No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. If you want to become a citizen, you're going to go through the right avenues to become a citizen. That's just what you need to do. This country is founded upon immigration. It's not founded upon illegal immigration. If we want to keep that up, we could just keep on watching that debt ceiling go up, and sooner or later your dollar is going to be devalued, the country's going to go to shit, and China's going to rule us. That's just what it is. And the fact of the matter is, everyone can't handle the truth anymore. The truth, they can't handle it. So when Donald Trump's up there speaking the truth, and everybody's over there bitching and moaning about, oh my God, he's racist. Oh, he doesn't like Mexicans. He doesn't like foreigners. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like that. Shut up. He does like you. He just wants you to do it in the right way. He wants to give everyone an opportunity. And I'm not saying that I'm going to stand behind every one of Donald Trump's beliefs, but I will say, on an overall standing, I am for him. Why? Because he's speaking the truth that a lot of you can't handle lately. It's like if I came up to you and I told you the truth, you'd be pissed off at me for some reason. It's because we're living in a society that can't handle the hard truths anymore. I mean, if I come up to somebody in my field, and I work in the supplement industry, and I see a fat person, and I say, hey, you're fat. And I'm not going to do that. You know, I understand certain things, but at the same time, if you're one of those people that are fat, that are bitching about being fat, and you always say things about being fat, then change it. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. Change what you're doing, and maybe you'll see a different outcome. But if you're going to keep on eating the crappy food, if you're going to keep on watching the crappy TV, if you're going to keep on going to your crappy job, if you're going to keep on not trying to succeed in life, then don't bitch about the people who are succeeding. And a lot of other people saying, oh, well, Donald Trump's a billionaire. You know, he had it all handed to him. There's something wrong with billionaires. There's nothing wrong with billionaires. Why? Because he got his ass off the couch and he actually gave a damn about his life and did something about it. And then everyone else says, oh, Donald Trump went bankrupt so many times. Well, guess what? Is he bankrupt now? No. Has he made billions of dollars? Yes. So in the overall aspect of Donald Trump's life, him personally, maybe not his businesses, but just him personally, has he made it? Has he made a successful lifestyle? Has he made it through those bankruptcies? Has he created skyscrapers that are sitting on skylines of major cities across the United States and other countries? Yes, he has. So he has made it. He has been successful. He is the American dream. He might have had some money handed to him from his dad and everything, but he didn't have $10, $12 billion handed to him. How did he make that? By getting off his ass and doing something about it. Just like each and every one of you can do, is get off your ass and go do something. Go speak the truth. Go get that job that you always wanted to have. Stop settling. And that's the thing. Especially with people my age. I'm 24 years old. A lot of people my age are like for socialism. They're for the Bernie Sanders aspect of things. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? Socialism? You want everyone just to work for everyone else, so since I worked harder, I'm not going to reap the benefits of me working harder because I have to spread it through all these other people out there? You know, socialism and communism might work for a family knit because within a family, you support each other. Or in a small tribe, you support each other. But in the big world, in the big economy, and especially the United States and a lot of other big countries, socialism doesn't work because it divides things too much. It takes incentives away from people to actually work harder and to take risks. And I mean, isn't that what life's all about? To take some risks in life? To see if you could come out the other end a bigger and better man or woman? Be politically correct again. Isn't that what America's about? Shouldn't we have the rights and the freedoms that give us the option of becoming who we want to become, or to say the things that we want to say, to speak our mind, to speak the truth? Isn't that an option? I mean, America should be so free that we could actually debate the idea of us not being free. That's a weird idea, right? In America, you can debate not being free because that's how free we are. We want to express ourselves. We want to express our opinions. And so for the fact of saying that we're so free as a nation that I can go into a debate and have you debate against me about why we shouldn't be free, that's a lot of freedom right there, just in that. And those are some of the base foundations that America was founded upon. Our founding fathers created a document to keep us free from first a tyrannical government, And the second, to travel freely. Are we allowed to travel freely anymore? I don't believe so. We have IDs that we have to show to police officers everywhere we go. We have to have a license on us at all times. They have roadblocks that are stopping us. And I've even got caught up in a roadblock. Actually, I went through it purposely. And for all you out there, I was not drunk in the roadblock. I just wanted to see what would happen. I've never been through one, and I just wanted to test the waters. I might have acted a little rationally towards the officer, but they arrested me for a crime that I did not yet commit, which that is against the law. But if we do want to see a change, and we do want to see a movement, start paying attention to what's going on around you. Use your common sense. Use your intellect. And for those of you who don't have intellect, follow your gut. You know, we have these gut instincts with us. And we shouldn't always vote for getting more handouts. Because the saying is, if I give you a fish, I feed you for a day. If I teach you how to fish, I feed you for a lifetime. And that's kind of where we need to bring this government to. The United States government needs to start relying on teaching people how to fish instead of giving them the fish. But anyways, I don't want to go on this rant too much longer. I had to stop it really quick right there at the end. But let's fish. Let's learn how to fish again. Let's learn how to be successful again. Let's learn how to achieve goals. Let's learn how to not ask for handouts, but yet become stronger. And actually I have this little thing that sits on my desk right here that says not ask for a lighter burden, but ask for broader shoulders. And that's how we should view this country. Let's not ask for it to be easier. Let's ask for ourselves to be stronger so we could perceive that as being easier. You kind of get what I'm saying? Let's be strong. Let's have broader shoulders. So those burdens that we have to carry seem a lot lighter since we have now become stronger. That's my rant though. I know I went on for quite a while with it. I hope you stay tuned for the whole thing. But if you like the video, subscribe below. Post, share, and put it everywhere. But I hope by, open up your minds a little bit about this. Because this is our country. This is my country. This is your country. In order for this country to become strong again, I need to become strong. So please, everyone, use your common sense in this coming up election, or your town's election, or your state's election, or just get involved. Spread the good word. But anyways, this is Alex Michael Gabriel. Peace out, y'all. You see that little button below that says subscribe? Well, click it if you like my video.